Good morning, everybody. I wanted to take a minute to drive through the way Carline is going to look, just to give you, an idea about what it's going to be like. A couple things that we're going to ask you. Number one, please adhere to the speed limit. We've got to go slow and we have to be patient. The second thing is, please stay off your cell phones. This is new and this is different, and there will be, children and adults around in the parking lot. So going slowly and staying off your cell phones is important. I'm going to drive you through a scenario. And the scenario is I have a middle school student and I have a lower school student. This year we are dropping our middle school students off in the back because we're trying to keep our cohorts separate. So the middle school students are going in the doors in the back. So I'm going to come in the main driveway. I'm going to stay to the right. This year you will notice that it's slightly different because in this first parking lot, cars will be coming both directions. So be sure and stay to the right. So here I am. I'll turn this around so you can tell where I'm at. I'm coming in front of the building. And I am staying to the right. For all students, I'm going to drive past the dumpster and I'm going to drive up the hill. So here I go. You will see in front of me, I'm coming to the dumpster, and I'm going to drive right on past the dumpster. I'm going to stay to the right because other cars will be coming on the left. So here I go, up and around the field. Now again, middle school students get dropped off first. So I'm driving around back to drop my middle school student. If I don't have a middle school student, I'm still going this direction, but in a few minutes I'm going to show you the difference. Okay, still staying to the right. Now, I'm at the very top of the driveway. And this is where the driveway has kind of this turnaround spot, okay? If I have a middle school student, I'm going to actually drive down the hill. This is towards the back of the building. If I don't have a middle school student, I'm going to make this turnaround and go back towards the front of the building. For now, I have a middle school student. So here I go. I'm going to drive around the back of the building. When I get down to the back of the building, you'll notice this is the blacktop area where there's a basketball hoop. There will be cones and there will be adults to help you out. But we're going to drive down. The cones will mark where you turn around. And so we're going to turn, making sure I don't hit any of my adults. And then I will stop wherever there is an adult. I will let my middle school student out. All students are getting their temperature taken. So the student will get out, get their temperature taken. Assuming they're fine, they will be directed into the building. If for some reason they have a temperature, they have to get back into my car. At that point, either the child is sick and needs to go home, or the child needs to go to Nurse Weber to have their temperature retaken. Nurse Weber will be at the top of the circle by the flagpole. So now, I'm assuming my middle schooler was fine. My middle school is off and in the building going to school. But I have my lower school student in the back still. So I'm going to drive back up. This is where the main car line is, up in the turnaround. I'm going to come up. The main Carline is going to be so gracious and so kind. They're going to allow, thank you so much, main Carline, they're going to allow me to join the main Carline. I am not going to pass by anybody, whether I have a younger student or not. I'm going to stay in the main Carline. Moms and dads, I'm sorry, it's going to take some time, but help us work through this to keep everybody safe. I'm going to be in this main Carline, taking my time, being very patient, staying off of my cell phone. What a great time to pray and have a little family time. When I get back up to the dumpster, this is where it's going to split again. If I only have a middle school student, I don't have a lower school student with me, I can go straight and I can just leave. I'm going to stay on the right side because there are people coming in on the left by the dumpster. But the dotted line, absolutely, I'm going to go ahead and leave if I don't have a younger student. If I do have a lower school student, I'm going to the right. And this is to the right to the regular Carline. Now, the regular Carline, at this time, we are going to split into two. There'll be 4 temperature spots on the left and 4 temperature spots on the right. There will be teachers out here lining and helping you out. There will also be a crosswalk guard to make sure that all the students get across the street safely, and also to release the traffic. I'm going to pull up to an adult. My child or my children are going to get out. I have to wait here. I have to stay here until I've been cleared and all of my children are gone. If any one of my children has a temperature, they have to get back in the car. I will be directed forward around the flagpole for Nurse Weber to check my child to see if my child needs to go home or my child is okay to stay. Another important thing, moms and dads, if the car in front of me is done and their child, if I'm done but the car in front of me still has a child getting out, you cannot pass on the left. In the past, cars would come around left. You cannot do that. It's going to be hazardous, and we have to keep everybody safe. So once everything is done, our crosswalk releases us, then we are all free to go. Moms and dads, it's going to be a little bit hectic. We're going to have to practice our patience. It's going to take some time as we work through it, but we're going to get through it. And if it's not working, we're going to reevaluate. Thank you all so much. We'll see you on Monday for our 4th through 8th graders so that we can try this out. And then we'll see you on Tuesday for our kindergarten through 3rd grade. Remember, our JK students, half of them are coming on Monday and half of them are coming on Tuesday. On Wednesday, this is our full day, everybody comes. So it's going to be a true test of how Carline works. Also, last thought, dismissal works the exact same way. Go get your middle school student first and then come around for your lower school student. Thank you all so much. We can't wait to see you Monday.